Drop Nation. We keeping the water flowing. Yeah, man, we keeping the fire burning. Hey, man, let me adjust my log right quick on you. Let me adjust my log bone. All right, man, let's go, man. I mean, we keeping the fire burning and we keeping the water flowing. You dig? Shalom. Ahab to the real ones, man. I said we keeping the water flowing and we keeping the fire burning, man. We in Yahuda, man. Shalom to the tribe. Feels good, man. I finally got my little corner situated, man. You know, I always got to have my little corner, man. Ahab to everybody who, you know, put all drop in, man. All drop in to make sure our site was great to go. You know what I mean? Great to go before the Shabbat. That was truly, man, y'all proud to see the family come together, man. I mean, I'm really like overcome, man, with gratitude. You know, that's the highest frequency, you know what I mean, you can go is to be grateful, you know what I mean? And I'm grateful to see, man, that the family, I was gonna take another couple of days and get it up, but the family said, nah, drop, you know what I mean? We're gonna make sure you're straight for at least a couple months, So I'm straight, man, I'm good, and it's all good. You already know what it is, you know what I'm saying? We got a lot that we do, you know, even the live stream, you know, costs whatever, and then the website costs whatever, and that security thing costs whatever for the website, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, whatever the case is, man, just to, you know, stay hijack free, you know what I mean? We don't typically hit up the community for nothing, man, you know what I mean? We got sponsors, man, that keep the flow going, and we divide that for the whole flock, for the whole tribe, man, so that we can build together and break bread and have a continuance flow of breaking bread. This is our vision, you know, so we don't hit up the community for much, man, but just to see that the community was just ready, just to see that y'all was ready, man, whether it was $1, $5, $10. I got them all kind of written out here, man, so I'm going to get some shout outs in a minute, man. For now, fall back. We're going to get some Jeremiah 16 and 17, man, and just flow with that Ruach, man. I really appreciate y'all. I really Ahab y'all, you know what I'm saying? This is Drop Nation, man, no matter where you at. And my sisters, my brothers, old or young, I appreciate y'all, man. I'm building off of y'all. I'm building with y'all. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to be right. We just asking the right questions and appreciating and having the gratitude. And we able to tribe up together. We come a long way from off the balcony. Try. Look at, man, we got a whole new corner situated, man. I mean, man, we in the third wave. You know what I mean? We popping off, man. Yosef the real man is doing his thing with that primary mem. Make sure you're in the classroom every Sunday, 7 o'clock Pacific. After that, my jigger. Right before that, Tecum Say. Sunday lineup is beautiful at 432thedrop.com, man. So make sure you're there. Download the app. But Yosef's been kicking primary water on us, man. Got the water flowing. And it really got us thinking, like, all this time, man, we think we're drinking water, man. We drinking just dust, man. We drinking dust, man. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, to be able to tap in, you know what I mean, and learn, you know, what to observe, to be able to tap into the, you know, the mineralogy, you know what I'm saying, however it go, tap in and just know, okay, based on the soil samples, I know that we got primary milk. I know we got a well right here of pure primary water. I mean, it's being pumped out at the hundreds of thousands of millions, hundreds of millions of gallons, man. I mean, try to comprehend that. Hundreds of millions of gallons, gallons of primary water, man. Yeah, I get excited thinking about it. And it's everywhere, especially in the deserts. I mean, got us thinking of rethinking that Moses and the rock, you know, hitting the rock. You know, the rock got the water. Yeah, man, the rock got the water, man, for real, for real. You talking magma? I mean, it goes deep, man. Make sure you're in that classroom. Make sure you also hit that red button, man. Make sure you get all that drop in the classroom of Yosef the real. Fall back, man. Fall back. I'm gonna get situated. Y'all surf the wave, enjoy the walk time, and let's get going, man. Every 9 minutes they drop. Refresh your water. Go. Oh wow. All right, so we got the water flowing, we got the fire burning. Let go. All right, man, I'm gonna kick it off, man. I'm gonna kick it off like this, man. Ahab, for everybody, man, who again put all drop in, man, all chips in, all drop in. To get that done, I'm like, wow, we can get things done. You know what I mean? When we know that we can drop, you know what I'm saying? Put whatever drop we got in to get things done, whether it's getting a website up or buying land or building land. I mean, we can get things done, and it feels good to know that. You know what I'm saying? So let's keep on. Let's just keep the water flowing. Let's keep being ourselves. You don't got to be nobody else, but be yourself, man. You know what I mean? I can't do nothing but be me. You can't do nothing but be you. So whatever the vision is includes all of us, and the best way we can get there is by being ourselves and being hijack free, man, being real. You know what I mean? Putting the ego to the side, putting the tribe up. This whole framework we got, again with the Dragon sponsors, it goes evenly to all of the tribe dropping in the ether every day, every week. You know what I'm saying? That would be crazy, if this was just some business situation, but nah, it's a tribal situation. That's not a good business model for a radio station to divide all of its sponsorships among all of its, radio DJs, right? But we got what, they ain't almost 20 people, so you know what I mean? We got to divide it up. And it's not business when it's real, you know what I'm saying? When it's tribal, all that other stuff, it's gonna make sense, you know what I'm saying? The plan is that eventually it's just gonna spread. You know what I'm saying? The family's just gonna want to support to see us grow. They're gonna want to support even more. You know what I mean? Because we breaking bread. You know what I'm saying? So, we don't get, we're not following any concept of business structure when it comes to how we build up 432 to Drop Radio. You know what I mean? This is the first time ever that something like this has been built with a tribal mentality. You know what I mean? With all drop in, with the pure water. You know what I'm saying? So this is more than radio, but obviously we're just talking a frequency and a signal. We want to get our signal to the prisoners behind the wall. You know what I'm saying? We want them to be able to hear our sound. So we got work to do. If anything, we want them to feel the noise. You know what I mean? Because they know when shit is happening. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing about it. They can feel it. So AI to my brothers behind the wall. You know what I mean? True to life, real ones behind the wall. I mean, you tribe up quick as a mug behind the wall because they gonna fact check everything you say. So you gotta be a real one. If you got any blemish at all, that shit will be exposed, man. So whether it's your celly or somebody down the block, you know each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know each other more than people on the street because you don't really fact check and check out people on the street like that as much. But behind the wall, everybody know everything. Everybody know everything. So, you know what I mean? That felt good to be able to tribe up in a real way and be like, all right, man, I'm gonna keep this flowing for y'all, you know what I mean? And I know they're gonna do the same, and you know what I mean, just real talk, man. So this is what we do it for. We know that all that other stuff comes, you know what I'm saying, with the territory. Our comfort will come, you know what I'm saying? But for now, let's break bread. You know what I mean? Let's break bread together. Let's do this together. Let's show them that we can qualm together, work together, rock together, you know what I mean? So to get this site back up the way we did it before the Shabbat, man, Ahab to the Ether Squad, man, came, man, flying in, man, you know what I'm saying, quamming in, Kum by Hawa, you know what I mean, rising up, you know what I mean, in the right time, man, you know what I mean, just purely in the right time, man. So all the drive, man, all the tribe, man, has been doing amazing. I'm just gonna read some names. If I miss your name, blame my mind bone. Don't blame my heart bone. You dig? Don't blame my heart bone. But let's go, man. This is some of the family that's dropped it on the Cash App and the Venmo. AI to my bro, Derek Gilbert, Jaro Caldera, Isaac Ford, man. You already know Zeke the Freak. Let's go. Natural by Law, what it do? Ty Bad Zon, you already know what it do. Joy German, Jericho Strickland, Donnie MC or Soul Bacon, what it do, family? I appreciate all your work. My anonymous sister, you know you are, man. My sister, I appreciate you. CJ Battle, Allahu, brother. Yosef the Real, Pop It Off. Con Fresh, what it do? Let's go. Jonathan Yohanatan, Allahu. Desmond Gillespie, Ahab, KB the Hijacker Cezanne, Donna Bond, Brandon Rockwell, Bernardo Lewis, Mikael Sanders, Zion Drain, Bretta, what it do, Nina Falan, Renana Israel, my sister, what it do, matter of fact, we over here rocking Renana's, conditioning mist, you know what I mean, y'all go check out the drop, man, get the drop, get the drop. Get the drop in the drop shop at 432thedrop.com, man. You know, I spray it, man, on me locks. I feel just fine, man, every time, man. And she has all kind of products. She's actually working on a skirt for my little princess, and that's really dope, man. I mean, that the sister's putting that Ahab in, man. And my daughter's really excited for that. Renana's, special skirts, man. So get all the drop on Renana in the drop shop. Allow my sister Kai, Ahab, allow All right, let's go to the PayPal. Make sure we got our water. Drop Nation got the water. Ahab to everyone dropped on the PayPal to get the site back up. David Quinones, Ahab, Otoya Randall. Hope I'm saying that right. Allow Ahab. Calvin Cross, Ahab. Cedric Philpott, Ahab. Patricia Morel, Ahab. Colin Morel, Ahab. Anna Taylor, Ahab. Spondulix, Ahab. Ladetra Maxwell, Ahab. Yolanda Clue, my sister from the top, Ahab. Much Ahab. Sammy Taylor, Ahab. Freddie B, you already know, cities of gold. We popping off, Freddie B. We popping off, bro. My brother, Ahab, for all the support, for all the beautiful trinkets for the droplets. Allow Eric Crowder, Ahab. Motive Mike, Ahab. Thaxton Maria, Ahab. Curtis DeBose, Ahab. Clemmy Silva or Clemmy Creations, my sister, always coming in hot. Allow Gabrielle Thompson, Ahab. Much Ahab. Kevin Henry, my brother, Ahab. That's just a few. And we got the regular flow, the usual flow with our dragons on the wall sponsors. I keep it nice and organized, man. I keep it nice and organized around here. Love to Simon Johnson, Allow Ahab. Robert Brown, Fresh, what it do? Renana, Ahab. Habai, Oken, Yemeju, Ahab, my family. Patricia King, Ahab. Mauricia, Ahab. Monique Hamlet, Ahab. Yosef the Real, the first ever dragon sponsor on the wall, man. Never forget it, man. Ahab. Penelope Campbell, Ahab. Niles Dodd, Ahab. Miss D and the Copper Color Awakening. You already know. Milwaukee stand up all day. Ahab. Raymond Zulieta, Nettie Perry, Jacob Nathan, Dustin Williams. Let's get a few more. Zion Train, Nicholas Garrett. I don't know what Nick be on, because Nick be on. Make sure y'all in that classroom. Marvin White, Yolanda Clue, Ryan Brown, Kyle Jones, Marvin Bell. Hold up. Maylene's Company, Ahab. Mario Davis, Deanna Robain, Jacob Greenway. New Dragon sponsors, Alil Williams, ASR Red Feather, Devote Food, Benjamin Hill, Ahab, and everybody who's surfing the wave. Also, when they drop tuner packages and the frequency of learning packages, you know what I mean, on the website, 432thedrop.com. Get the drop on all that. All right, I just want to say from my heart, Thawada, for your support for the water. And, I'm saying, on behalf of Chef Candy, on behalf of the droplets, I'm saying, y'all done so much to solidify the flow, you know what I mean? Even when we flowing, sometimes you got to be able to walk on water, man. Y'all made that water, I'm saying, able, to be, walked on, comfortably, I'm saying, in the hardest times. So I appreciate y'all for making miracles happen. That's all we saying. And we're doing it together. We're driving up together. This is just a part, but to know that you appreciate the effort behind the scenes, you know what I mean? When you're called on, I know you're there. You are the wall of protection. So let's go, man. Let's get this Jeremiah chapter 16. Thawada. Ahab to the real ones. Ahab to the tribe. Make sure we got our fire burning. Jeremiah 16, I'm reading it out of the Et Sephor. You know, nice source, a nice source to come back to. The word of Thawada came also unto me, saying, You shall not take a woman, neither shall you have sons or daughters in this place. For thus says Thawada concerning your sons and concerning your daughters that are born in this place, and concerning their mothers that bore them, and concerning their fathers that begat them in this land. They shall die of grievous deaths. They shall not be lamented, neither shall they be buried, but they shall be as dung upon the face of the earth, and they shall be consumed by the sword and by famine, and their carcasses shall be meat for the fowls of heaven and for the beasts of the earth. For thus says Thawada, enter not into the house of mourning, nor go to lament, nor bemoan them, for I have taken away my people from this, my peace from this people, says Thawada. So Thawada is taking his peace away. You know what I mean? At this point, the transgression, putting another power before your power, and we're going to read how putting a power before your power started it all off, popped it all off. You know what I'm saying? Everything else, you know, that we try to dig on now and how Hebrew we want to be. I'm just willing to say, I have a strong opinion. If you just stay focused and stop getting hijacked and stop putting a power before your power, man, and just be hijack free, dodge the hijack, you would be a long way ahead of where we were at this point that we're reading right here. And ahead of where we are today, being hijacked in all these religions. Anything that comes next to your creator is a distraction, is a hijack, you dig? Anybody else you're calling on is a distraction, is a hijack. In order for us to seek and search it out, you're going to have to show us a scripture that says that we will return, that Israel will return, that we'll seek Thawada, and some other hijack that you got. But we got over and over again that the throne of David, Dawid, is being mentioned in the latter days. That the throne of David, that the kings, that the princes, that the khans will rise again. And we know the seed that's being raised up, so let's go. Keep the fire burning. Keep the water flowing. For thus says Thawada, enter not into the house of mourning, nor go into lament, nor bemoan them, for I have taken away my peace from this people. Both the great and the small shall die in this land. They shall not be buried, nor shall men lament for them, nor cut themselves, nor make themselves bald for them. Neither shall men tear themselves for them in mourning to comfort them. For the dead, neither shall men give the cup of consolation to drink for their father or for their mother. You shall not also go into the house of feasting to sit with them, to eat and to drink. For thus says Thawada, the power of Israel, behold, I will cause to cease out of this place in your eyes and in your days the voice of mirth, the voice of gladness, the voice of the bridegroom, the voice of the bride. And it shall come to pass when you shall show this people all these words, and they shall say unto you, wherefore has Hawa pronounced all this great evil against us? Or what is our iniquity? Or what is our sin that we have committed against Hawa? Then you shall say unto them, because your fathers have forsaken me, says Hawa, and have walked after other Elohim, and have served them, and have worshipped them, and have forsaken me, and have not guarded my Torah, my law, my water. And you have done worse than your fathers. For behold, you walk everyone after the imagination of his evil heart, that they may not hearken unto me. Therefore will I cast you out of this land, into a land that you know not, neither you nor your fathers. And there shall you serve other powers day and night, where I will not show you favor. And my Naga, you in the land that you don't even know. And you from here, and you still in the land that you don't even know. Let's get it, man. Let's make sure we got our water. Because Drum Nation, we got the water. Oh yeah. Every 9 minutes, y'all gotta let me know. Refresh the water drop. Let's go. Loud water. Get that water. Got the water. Let's go. Let's get it. So far, all we got is that Hawa's telling us, you know, you're going to have to choose up. You're going to have to figure out what you're going to do. You know what I mean? This is a reality for you. You want to be out of order, or you want, you know what I'm saying, order. You know, you want to be out of order, you want order. You want chaos, you want order. He said, I've taken my peace away from this people. I got no more peace. All I got is war. I mean, imagine that with your children. You warn them, you play with them, it's all good. You playing with them, it's all good. You tell them, all right, enough is enough, you know, clean up. They playing around. You say, clean up, man. Clean up all this stuff right here. Clean up, my child. You're giving them peace. Even though you're telling them, you're giving them peace. They still playing around. Then you have no more peace. Yous can't leave. You know what I mean? At this point, you close the door on them. Nah, man, I mean, you know, this is when the peace runs out. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, the peace runs out. So, let's pick it up right here. We're in Jeremiah 16. Verse 10, and it shall come to pass when you shall show this people all these words, and they shall say unto you, wherefore has Hawa pronounced all this great evil against us? Why are we being jammed up, my Naga? Or what is our iniquity, my naga? Why are we being jammed up? Or what is our sin that we have committed against Hawa? Then shall you say unto them, because your fathers have forsaken me. Your fathers have forsaken me. Now we're Christians, now we're Muslims, now we're Jehovah's Witnesses, now we do all this stuff. Now we're Catholics. We do all this stuff thinking we're worshiping God. We're worshiping God. And none of this has been, you know what I'm saying, given by the Creator. None of these religions have been given by the Creator. The Creator did not create Christianity. The Creator did not create Islam. Hashtag facts. Now, once you get over that, you say, well, what's the law of the land? Don't put no power before the Creator of the earth. Number one. Then you go on to not killing and stealing from your brother. And then we're going to talk about keeping Shabbat. Let's go. We're just surfing the wave. Because your fathers have forsaken me, says Hawa, and have walked after other powers, Elohim, and have served them, and have worshipped them, and have forsaken me, and have not guarded my Torah, my mama. Remember, Torah is wisdom, is mama. Torah is mama. So if you don't guard Torah, you ain't guarding mama. You dig? His laws is mama's laws, man. Let's go. And you have done worse than your fathers, for behold, you walk everyone after the imagination of his evil heart, that they may not hearken unto me. Therefore will I cast you out of this land into a land that you know not, neither you nor your fathers. There shall you serve other powers day and night, where I will not show you favor. And here we are. I could tell you a million times, my naga, that you from here, and it don't mean nothing because you don't know nothing about this place. This is a land you know not. You don't know nothing about this place. You don't know nothing, my naga. You don't know nothing about this place. Yeah, you from here. You from here. You from here. But you don't know nothing about this place. Read it again. Therefore I will cast you out of this land into a land that you know not. It's almost like you don't even have to literally remove nobody. You just gotta change their mind bone. It's like, I'm just gonna put you to sleep. And now you're in a land that you know not. Therefore, behold, the days come, says Hawa, that it shall no more be said, Hawa lives, that brought up the children of Israel out the land of Egypt, Mitzrayim. But Hawa lives, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north, and from all the lands where he has driven them, and I will bring them again, Hawa, into their own land that I gave unto their fathers. Nah, man, you ain't gonna have to remember Hawa, you know, from bringing you out of Egypt or bondage in a specific place. You're gonna say, man, this is Hawa that brought me out, the north, the south, the east, the west, because Egypt is everywhere, my naga. Bondage, my naga, is everywhere. Atlantis is everywhere. Hawa. They done spread out like a parasite do, right? The Atlantis frequency, the wandering stars, the cosmic this, the cosmic that. Under the firmament this, under the firmament that. All over the damn place. Egypt is everywhere. Ame'rican is everywhere. Ham and Kush, everywhere, my naga. And here we are in the land that we know not. Nah, you ain't gonna have to say, oh, that's Hawa that brought us out of Egypt. You're gonna say, man, that's Hawa that brought us out of all these places. All because Egypt is everywhere. Right now, my naga, Egypt is everywhere. You dig? That's crazy. I need more water. Let's make sure we got the fire burning. Because we got the water flowing, but we also got the fire burning. and we stay hijack free. And all these religions lead to the same damn Thoth hijack. You know what I'm saying? No matter what you're talking, it's gonna lead back to Thoth, man. Hey, man, it's gonna lead back to Thoth. New Testament is a Thoth sandwich, man. It's a Thoth sandwich. He got some good drop in there because he's Thoth. You know what I'm saying? But he's gonna connect you to a duality. You know, he's gonna connect you to a virtual reality. You know what I'm saying? So it's all Thoth. Thoth is everywhere, man. Thoth is all these things. So being hijack free is not easy. I know it, man. I ain't yelling at y'all. I'm just saying, damn, man, we've been going through this shit, man. And we about to get the blueprint. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna give us the breakdown. Hawaii ain't gonna leave us hanging. He's gonna tell us exactly what we need to do to get our kingdom back. But you gotta listen up. And you gotta hearken. You gotta hearken to the commandment of Hawaii. Hearken to the sound. Hearken to the reality of Hawaii. Hawaii is your framer, your shaper, your mother, your father, your ama, your abba, your dig. It's always been you. Let's go. Behold, verse 16, I will send for many fishers, says Hawaii, and they shall fish them. Fish them. Alright? And after will I send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them. So we got fishers and hunters. Let's go. And they shall hunt from every mountain and from every hill and out of the holes of the rocks, for my eyes are upon all their ways. They are not hid from my face, neither is their iniquity hid from my eyes. And first I will recompense their iniquity and their sin double, because they have defiled my land. They have filled my inheritance with the carcasses of their detestable and abominable things. Hawa, my strength and my fortress, my refuge. In the day of affliction, the other people shall come unto you from the ends of the earth, and shall say, surely our fathers have inherited lies, my naga. They coming over right now to the comments saying, man, surely we've inherited lies. You know what I mean? Everything we do is tribal. Sometimes what we do crosses over to another audience, and they come over here and they say, surely we've inherited lies. We're not trying to be right. We're just having an investigation as a tribe. We've been doing it for years. Love it, hate it, like us, not like us, thumbs up, thumbs down. We've been here steady, 10 toes down, 9 above, spiraling up, firm, fixed, immovable, not switching up. Hawaii shot out an arrow, a strong archer. Hawaii's a strong archer, man. Remember that. And we ain't had to switch up. We ain't had to change up. We ain't had to switch our philosophy. You know what I mean? From the very beginning, we said we ain't spinning on the ball. We said our frequency matters. 4 plus 3 plus 2 is 9 above. We said that we are the indigenous. That we are the indigenous truth. That we are the Ame'ricans. And we said that we the people of the book. And we kept it one thou wow the whole time, love to Hawaii. Because Hawaii's a strong archer, you dig? So to hearken and to hear at this point, you know, it's get down and lay down, man. You get it, you know, you don't. You know what I'm saying? You my brother. You know what I mean? But until you unplug and stop bringing me a hijack, you know what I'm saying? It's war. It's gotta be war. You in the Matrix, you in the Matrix. You know what I'm saying? You unplug, you come hijack free. It's love, you know what I mean? But until then, we gotta dodge. You force us to dodge your hijack if you refuse to unplug from the Matrix, to dodge the hijacks to come to Hawaii directly. Directly. When you do that, just like the Hebrew alphabet, the Aleph, the strong power, goes into the ba'at, the tent, the floor plan, the design. You got the doll, the gam, doll, ha, wa, za. So with that gam, you got movement. You got the doll, the doorway. You go into the entrance, into the portal. Then you got the ha. The ha is your mama. Mama says, revelation. Here's some drop. You know what I'm saying? Then you got the wa. The wa is your foundation. The wa is your tent peg, your security. So you got your ma, your breath, your wa, your security. Then your zan, your weapon. Your zan, we're about to talk about the Shabbat. We're about to talk about the zan, you dig? Because you got your ha, your wa. Now your mama came with her arms up, not a man with arms raised. Your hey. I'm talking ha, mama. The breath. Without that primary breath, without that primary water, love to Yosef the real, man, that primary mem, you don't have security. So you need your breath and security, your framing, your shaping, your ama, your abba. Every time we see Lord or God, that's the verb they're going to, is the hawa. Go. Hawa. Let's get it, man. Hawa, my strength. Verse 19, my fortress, my refuge. Hawa is my refuge. Hawa is my strength. We ain't talking no hijack. We ain't talking no savior. We're talking Hawa. Hawa is our refuge, is our savior. Surely our fathers have inherited lies, vanity, and things wherein there is no profit. Shall a man make Elohim unto himself, and there are no Elohim? Therefore, behold, I will this once cause them to know. I will cause them to know my hand, and they might, and my might, and they shall know that my name is Hawa. Chapter 17. The sin of Judah is written with the pen of iron, and with the point of a diamond. It is graven unto the table in their heart, and upon the horns of your altars, while their children remember their altars and their Ashereth poles. Can't make this up. I can't make this up. Read it, man. Chapter 17, verse 1. Verse 2. You still got these Ashereth poles up? You still got these trees up in your house? You think this is a play? You think this is in Jeremiah 10 and Jeremiah 17 for no reason? You think we going crazy talking about Saturnalia and Ashereth? Just research Ashereth. This is what you're doing. You don't even know why you're doing it. You say it's because of Christ. Or everybody's doing it. My nugget, it ain't you. It ain't us. We ain't trying to be dramatic here. You know, I'm just saying it ain't us, man. You know what I mean? Why do y'all tell me, man? Why do y'all tell me, man? Oh, they gonna go science on me. Nah, man. I want to keep the water flowing. So it ain't us. You know, we just trying to fall back on the things that ain't us. And I know there's a lot that ain't us, but there's a lot that is us. And the more that we start to replace the things that ain't us with the things that is us, then we got the drop, you know what I mean? Then we hijack free. We ain't trying to be hijacked. Don't Mercury me. I'm hijack free, man. Put it on the shirt, man. That's coming in hot. Let's go. Don't Mercury me. We hijack free. Let go. Verse 2, chapter 17, Jeremiah. While their children remember their altars and their Asherah poles by the green trees upon the high hills. O my mountain, in the field I will give you substance and all your treasures to the spoil. and your high places for sin throughout all your borders. And you, even yourself, shall discontinue from your heritage that I gave you. And I will cause you to serve your enemies in the land which you know not. For you have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever. Thus says Thawada, cursed be the man that trusts in man and makes flesh his arm, and whose heart departs from Thawada. For he shall be like the juniper in the desert, and shall not see when good comes, but shall inhabit the parched places in the wilderness, in a salt land, and not inhabited. Blessed is the man that trusts in Thawada, in whose hope Thawada is, for he shall be as a tree planted by the waters. We're just talking the primary mem. You trust in Thawada. I know it's hard sometimes, man, but you trust in Thawada, you're gonna be like a tree planted by the water, man, by the mem. Let's go. That spreads out her roots by the river, and shall not see when heat comes, but her leaf shall be green, and shall not be careful in the year of drought, neither shall cease from yielding fruit. So whether it's a drought, whether you got the sun on you or not, you're going to feel the warmth. Drop Nation, you're going to make it. You know what I mean? If you trust in Thawada. What does Thawada tell you to do? He's about to give you the game plan. And the enemy can hear it, man. Come on, enemy, listen up close. Google, Hans and Sophia, come take a seat. Matter of fact, get to the back of the class. Because right now we're about to get the blueprint. Everybody should hear this. Let's go. But her leaf shall be green, and shall not be careful in the year of drought, neither shall cease the yielding fruit. The heart is deceitful among all things, and desperately wicked. Who can know it? Thawada, search the heart, I try the mind, even to give every man according to his ways, and according to the fruit of his doings. What does Thawada mean that the heart is deceitful or wicked? Your heart frequency has been hijacked. This is what they're trying to hijack. The mind, the heart. They already got the mind, but if they can get the heart, that's where your intention is. That's where you care. In the religions, that's what they do. They ain't trying to get your mind, because if they only got your mind, that means that you can be like deprogrammed and then you're good. But if they got your heart, it's hard, man, because you can get, you could talk to someone, you know, tell them about all the stuff all the drop, and their minds might glitch out. They might just change the subject. They might try to fight it. They might debate, you know, they might do all this. But once something got their heart, it's like the heart's so strong that it clouds the mind, man. So once Isus got your heart bone, your Habashai got your heart bone, man. You can talk to the mind all day, but the heart, you know what I mean, has created, you know, a super, you know what I'm saying, you know, control field, you know, to where you can't get through, where the mind can't even be rational. Mind's all confused, think, all right, yeah, this makes sense, and it just told you, you just got the drop. In Jeremiah 16, verse 12, and you have done worse than your fathers, for behold, you walk everyone after the imagination of his evil heart. So once the heart is evil, meaning twisted or, you know, going against the order, right? Once the heart has said that idol is my source, or I need to put this idol next to the creator, or this idol is the creator, you know what I'm saying? Once the heart has settled on that, now you are walking after the imagination of your own evil heart. Now you've imagined a way where it made sense. Your heart has put together, you know, remember your heart has all the neurons that your brain got. So your heart has now imagined a way to care about this idol or the situation, and how it can make sense and how it ties into all these things. You know what I'm saying? And that's how the heart sprays and clouds the mind. This is a deceitful heart. But this is not a heart by accident. You've been invaded. Your heart has been stolen. They've given us an excellent new tune, right? So let's go. So what's the tune-up? If it wasn't your heart bone and your mind bone, what's the tune-up? Because the fight is for the heart. The heart has a frequency that, you know, it's going to get the mind in, it's going to get the mind in line, but the fight is for the heart. That original spiral, that original flow. Matter of fact, I need some water. Let's go. As the patriot sits on eggs and hatches the knot, so he that gets rich and not by right shall leave them in the midst of his days, and his end shall be a fool. A glorious high throne, listen up, from the beginning is the place of our sanctuary. A glorious high throne, my naga, that's where you come from. When we talk who is Prester John, you come from a glorious high throne. You come from high-tech stuff. This version of an Indian, you know what I mean, dancing around a teepee, you know what I mean? Oh, now I'm a black Indian. I'm going to put on some Indian garb and dance around a teepee. My naga, you come from high-tech stuff. High-tech stuff. You're high-tech nagas. That's cool. You know, put your garb on. Go crazy. Rock your fringes, go crazy. But none of it matters if you're out of order. None of it matters if you got another power before your power. None of it matters if you ain't sticking according to the code. What's the code? Listen up. Where you come from, my naga? Listen up. Verse 12, Jeremiah 17. A glorious high throne from the beginning is the place of our sanctuary. From the beginning, a glorious high throne for the naga. Hawa, the hope of Israel. Who? Anybody? Anybody besides Hawa is the hope of Israel? Anybody beside Hawa? See, we don't substitute Prester John, King David for Hawa. King David is anointed by Hawa. King David is not Hawa. He's anointed by Hawa. Unless you're just talking energy, frequency, and vibration, I guess we all are Hawa. But to put anybody else, you know, on the right hand, next to the throne, who's going to hijack the throne? What throne? Let's go. A glamorous high throne from the beginning, my naga, is the place of our sanctuary. Can you dig it? Behold, they say to me, where is the word of Hawa? Let it come now. As for me, I have not hastened from being a shepherd. To follow you, neither have I desired the woeful day. Backing up, verse 13. Hawa, the hope of Israel. All that forsake you shall be ashamed, and they that depart from me shall be written in the earth, because they have forsaken Hawa, the fountain of living waters. The nation got the water. Yosef talking about primary mem, superior water. Tap in, tap in. Clock in, clock in. We in battle time. Allow what? Allow what? Hawa is the fountain. Hawa is the living water. Hawa is the flow. You know what I mean? That continues. I mean, millions of gallons born every day. Hawa is the magma, the volcano. Hawa is popping off. Hawa is the Kwam and the Kum. As we rise up, as we see clearly. Let's go. Verse 17, be not a terror unto me. You are my hope in the day of evil. Let them be confounded that persecute me, but let not me be confounded. Let them be dismayed, but let not me be dismayed. Bring unto them the day of evil, and destroy them with double destruction. Thus said Yahweh unto me, go and stand in the gates of the children of the people, whereby the kings of Judah come in, and by the which they go out, and in all the gates of Jerusalem. Remember, Revelation's got them 12 gates, right? We talking phantoms and duplications. Let go. And say unto them, hear you the word of Yahweh, you kings of Judah, and all the inhabitants of Jerusalem that enter in by these gates. Thus says Yahweh, take heed to yourselves and bear no burden on the Shabbat. We just getting the blueprint. Everybody listen up. Everybody pull up a seat. This is the blueprint for getting the kingdom back, for the Naga, for the Negro, for the Ibaru, the one that crosses over the water, crosses up into another frequency. Let's go. Let's get this for the dismount, man. What's the blueprint, tribe? What's the blueprint for the dismount? Let's get it. Thus says Yahweh, take heed to yourselves, bear no burden on the Shabbat. I know, drop. You know, I got things to do, drop. Look, man. You know, we could say ain't nobody perfect, we get it. Sometimes I get it. Whatever emergencies, I get it. But the point is not to trample on the Creator's law, right? The purpose is not to trample on the Shabbat. You should at least have a 9 out of 10 Shabbat ratio, man. But I ain't trying to put no numbers out there. I'm just trying to say, do your best, man. You know what I'm saying? If you only hitting 1 out of 10 Shabbats, come on, bro. We need you, bro. Sister, we need you. We need you. If you're hitting 3 out of 10, you know, next round make it 4 out of 10, 5 out of 10, until it's rare that you get into another flow when you should be resting. It should be a rare thing where it's like, man, this is rare that I'm getting jammed up on the Shabbat. It should be rare, man. All right, let's go. We just keeping the fire burning around here. Keeping the water flowing around here. Let's get the dismount. Let's go. Wow. And say unto them, verse 20, let's get it for the dismount. Hear you the words of Yahweh, you kings of Judah, and all the inhabitants of Jerusalem. Listen up. Just listen up. If you can only just listen up. If you could only just listen up, my Nagas. We will have our kingdom back. Let's go. Oh, you ready to fight in the streets, but you ain't ready to listen to the Creator? You say, how we gonna do it, driver? How we gonna do it? Listen up. You want to know the blueprint? You want to know the plan? Hey, all the hijacks, come close too. I want y'all to hear this. I want y'all to hear this. Pull up a seat, man. Pull up. Let's go. Thus says Yahweh, take heed to yourselves. Bear no burden on the Shabbat. That's it. That's all we got to do. I mean, once you hijack free, once you drop your idols, you know, I assume you know not to kill and steal from each other by now. You know, not to covet each other's things and stuff, not to bear false witness. I assume you know how to honor your father and your mother above your, you know, halal, wah, praise your Creator. I assume you can do that. I assume you can honor your father and mother above. But can you keep Shabbat, though? Because this seems to be the blueprint for your destiny. This is the blueprint for our destiny. Bear no burden on the Shabbat, nor bring it in the gates of Jerusalem. Neither carry forth a burden out of your house on the Shabbat. Don't bring your burdens out. Don't take no burdens in. Let's go. But hallow you the day of Shabbat as I commanded your fathers, but they obeyed not. Why are we here? Because of beards, because of fringes. No, we obeyed not to hollow out Shabbat. We put a power before our power. We put many powers before our power. We do it with money. We do it with things, material, this and that. We do it with our time. We keep doing it over and over again. It's not just religions. It's all this hijack. You know what I'm saying? All this material stuff. Stop hijacking yourself. Get to know your nature. Get to know your nurture. Get to know your trees, man. And I ain't talking Asher poles, man. Let's get it for the dismount. But they obeyed not, neither inclined their ear, but made their neck stiff. We got stiff-neck Israel. Stiff-neck Israel today. Stiff-neck Israel before. We've been talking to stiff-neck Israel for a long time. I don't want to hear no excuses at this point, because we've been talking to stiff-neck Israel for a long time. At this point, you're going to have to say, I trust the Creator. I want this reality. I don't trust the Creator. And this is also made up bullshit. Because if it was made up bullshit, it wouldn't be twisted and revamped the way that this has been twisted and revamped. They're getting the drop from somewhere. They're getting the primary water. They're getting the primal energy, right? The crystals, they're getting them. Then doing their dark magic. But first they get the crystal, right? So you got to get the foundational stone. You're going to get the babies out the bathwater and dodge your own damn hijack. Ty Battle told you that. But go. They obeyed not, neither inclined their ear, but made their neck stiff, that they might not hear nor receive instruction. And it shall come to pass, if you diligently hearken unto me, my naga says a while. If you diligently listen, man, just listen. Stop what you're doing. I get it. You got to do that. I get it. Just listen up, man. If you diligently listen. To bring in no burden through the gates of this city on Shabbat, but hallow the day of Shabbat, to do no work therein. How important is this? The Creator got to keep telling you 20 different ways. Stop what you're doing and rest. It's going to unlock the code. It will destroy the matrix. It's already been encoded in the matrix to be shut down once the Naga rests. Follows the code. Stops putting the power before our power, man. There's no other framer and shaper than our framer and shaper. Nothing sitting next to our Creator but Mama. Mama and the Creator. And when it comes to these kings here, these khans here, they rock in the David flow. Priest king forever. Dawid forever. That's order over chaos. All your other hijack ain't Hawa. Ain't a breath of security. Ain't a foundational revelation. Let's go. Listen up, my naga, for the dismount. If you diligently hearken unto me, says Thawada, to bring in no burden through the gates of this city on Shabbat, but hallow the day of Shabbat, to do no work therein, then shall there enter into the gates of this city. Listen up. If you do all these things, listen up. Then shall enter into the gates of this city kings, princes. We're talking the Wan Khans, the priest kings, the flow, your noble, regal Negro, your noble flow, your nobility, your reality, man. Your high-tech reality, man. All you gotta do is hearken. All you gotta do is hear. All you gotta do is listen to what? To bear no burden on the Shabbat. Just stop working on the Shabbat. Rest on the Shabbat. And what happens? It ain't magic. It's been encoded in the DNA within this illusion, my nigga. That you wake up, you seek the Creator. Hosea 3 and 5, seek Hawa and David. Why? Listen up. Jeremiah 17, verse 25 for the dismount. Then shall there enter into the gates of the city kings and princes sitting upon the throne of David. Once again, you unlock, you put in the cheat code, you break the matrix, and then you got the throne of David reactivated. We ain't talking Jesus, we ain't talking Yahushua, we ain't talking Muhammad, we ain't talking no hijacks. Don't Mercury me, my naga. I'm hijack free. You listen up, you hearken to the Creator only, you return to the Creator only, you get back home, you come back home, and the throne of David is reactivated. Let's go. Then shall there enter into the gates of the city kings and princes sitting upon the throne of David, riding in chariots on horses, they and their princes, the men of Judah, the inhabitants of Jerusalem. And this city shall remain forever, and they shall come from the cities of Judah, and from the places of Jerusalem, and from the lands of Benjamin, and from the plain, and from the mountains, and from the Negev, bringing burnt offerings and sacrifices, and meat offerings and incense, bringing sacrifices of praise unto the house of Wow. But if you will not hearken unto me, if you still can't listen, my nagas, even entering in at the gates of Jerusalem on the Shabbat, then I will kindle a fire in the gates thereof. Now we just talking about keeping the fire burning, but that ain't the type of fire you want, my naga. You're talking dragon fire. I'm just keeping it trill. A fire that can't be quenched is the special, archetype of Hawa dragon fire. I mean, do we gotta read Psalms 18 again? Fire out of his mouth, smoke out of his nostrils. That's how Hawa comes down. That's how he listens to David, right? Psalm 18, he hears the voice of David. Why do you seek David and Hawa? Because Hawa hears David. David is a flow. David is a function. David is a frequency. When you tap in, clock in to the primary mem. Then you clock into the primary Dawi, the primary function, the primary prester. You unlock all this stuff. But you must rest. You must weaponize, or else you're doomed. You have no hope without your Shabbat. It must be sacred and beautiful to you as it always was. Don't let them, hijack it and turn it into some other reflection and phantom for you. There ain't no such thing as a duplication of the real Shabbat, man. All that other stuff, it just ain't no such thing. It just don't even exist. Rest. That's all you gotta do for there to be a return of all the things that were taken and more. You want a different reality? Rest and be in unity. If anything, be in solidarity. If anything, boycott and stop spending money once a week. You know what I'm saying? And do it together. You ain't got to argue which day Shabbat this and Shabbat that, because all these days have some other hijack meaning. You want to keep Shabbat on Wednesday? Well, that's Miracle Lens. That's Mercury. And then you got, Moon, Mars, Monday. You got all kind of stuff, man. I mean, look, the fact is to do it together is the key. And if most of us is rocking Friday sundown, Saturday sundown, hey, all our days are Hawa's days. Let's just rock in unity. That's the key. Rest. I mean, try it. Has this been tried? Has this been documented, tried, where all the Negroes, all the Nagas shut it down together every week, once a week? Has that ever happened in Black History Month? Rosewood wasn't like that, right? They had Christian churches. They were doing their own thing, Sunday worship. Come on, man. Has this ever happened where a bunch of Nagas in all the hoods and all the ghettos across the plain kept Shabbat, Friday sundown, Saturday sundown? Have we ever been able to break the spell like that? Because according to Hawa, if you will diligently hearken unto me, to bring in no burden through the gates of this city on the Shabbat, but hallow, make it sacred, the day of Shabbat, to do no work. I'm just telling my children, stop working. Stop working your mind bone. Meditate on the Creator. I don't care what you try to tie the Shabbat to. Oh, the witches Shabbat, the this Shabbat, Saturday, Saturn Day, Wednesday, Merc. That day existed before the hijack renamed it. It was still Hawa's days. 7 days Hawa created the earth, right? Were those days named Saturday and Wednesday then? So stop playing, you dig? Every day is Hawa's day. And you can't hijack resting. To be able to rest and meditate on the Creator, I don't care what day you do it is a good thing. You should rest and meditate every day on the Creator. But to do it as a tribe in unity is what we're saying. And if we got most of us already in that flow, join the flow and let go. What's the play about? What's the play about? All we got to do is hearken and listen to the Creator. And what will happen? Then shall the kings and the princes, they shall enter the gates. Meaning, again, back to the Hebrew Aleph Bet. You got the Aleph, the L, right? The strong power going into the house, the floor plan, the tent. Then you got the Gam, you got a foot or walking or movement. So now you walking. The strong power went into the floor plan, the design. Now you got movement with the Gam. Now you got the doll, that triangle, right? And that's the thing, man. I don't get too deep on symbologies and, oh, he put up the diamond. Oh, he put up the Baphomet. All these symbols, I guarantee, have some indigenous flow before they try to tap in and use them for whatever the case is. Oh, the diamond, the doll, the doorway. It's the fourth letter of the Hebrew, man. Oh, the tau, the cross. It's the last letter of the Hebrew. We got to stop, thinking like them, you know what I'm saying, on the symbolic stuff. Oh, he put his hands like this. I guarantee there was some indigenous people talking like this just by sake of putting their fingers a certain, you know what I'm saying? It's like, not everybody, it's just, this shit it's going overboard to a point where we're not seeing clearly, you know what I'm saying? And we got to take all our stuff back, take all our symbols back, take all our shapes. The cube got to be hijacked. My naga, we talking platonic solids. We talking the Star of David got to be hijacked. My naga, we just talking the Merkaba, the star tetrahedron. We talking primary water, primary crystals, platonic solids. Hey, oh no, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Don't hijack us like that. Where's my fireplace, man? How dare they, man? How dare you? How dare you, man? Let's get our water flowing again, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm trying to set a mood. Look at this, man. Look at this stuff, man. Look what we got to go through. Look what we got to go through, man, just to keep the fire burning. Just to keep the fire burning. Hold on, man. Make sure I got my water flow. Oh, man. They got some hijack going on over here, too. All right, we back. We good. We good. I'm just talking on y'all. I'm just saying, overstand. Don't just come to an understanding on something. Overstand. You're talking primal creation. You're talking shapes. You're talking symbols. Primary creation. Now we know that they've applied dark, intentions on, you know, the cube and this, but that's their flow. You know what I mean? You don't even have to be existing in their flow. Just put yourself back together again. Stop worrying about what other people are doing. What other people, oh, this must be that. Worry about you. Right now it's time for you to truly tune up. Don't even get hijacked in the loop of just talking a gang of shit. I mean, even if your shit makes sense, you know what I'm saying? Like, fall back and build you up. Social media got us all messed up. You got people just all day on social media. You know what I'm saying? Just da 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 da, boom, boom, boom. Man, I'm just dropping crazy stuff, man. I'm just dropping crazy stuff. I mean, yeah, all right, you know what I mean? But where's your balance? Where's your flow? How's your family? You know what I mean? What are you building? Yeah, you got a bunch of stuff to tell us on social media. Is that it? You know what I'm saying? I mean, mix it up. Look us in the eye, man. Look us in the eye, man. You know, tell us something, man, you know? Don't just put up a bunch of posts all day. I mean, we got to get out the loops that's being, you know, these are traps, and it keeps our energy bottled up into this, you know, aggressive, you know, man, I'm just dropping all this drop. And that's not what the drop is, man. The drop is to purify the substance, man, the water, the fire, the ether, the earth. The drop is a balance. So don't get so caught up in, you know, dropping that drop on social media or whatever the case is that you ain't balanced, you know. You see me, man, I take days, man, in between, because I just been spending time with the family. I've been, you know, getting myself focused, eating right, you know what I mean, meditating, you know what I mean, just being quiet, being still. It's not about how many YouTube videos and this and that. We've done enough, man. We've done enough. That's why the tribe supports and shows up the way they did, the way you do, you know what I mean? Whatever we need, it's like we put our time in, man. We battle tested, man. They done thrown us behind the wall, you know what I'm saying? We came back from behind the wall. We done taken 6-month breaks, you know what I'm saying? I mean, we still here. We ain't switched up. We ain't changed up. You know, we saying that when we listen, when we hearken, when we hear, when we keep our Shabbat, when we keep the fire burning on the Shabbat, then shall there enter into the gates of this city kings and princes. We're talking the khans, we're talking the priesthood, we're talking the throne of Dawid. Sitting upon the throne of David, riding in chariots on horses, they and their princes, the men of Judah, the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and this city shall remain forever, man. This energy that we coming into is forever. We playing for keeps, man. We ain't on that play. You come over here, you tribe up, man. You come hijack free. You know, stay focused. You know what I'm saying? Don't get washed up in the water, man. You know what I mean? We never say you need to get to know us to know the Creator. You know what I'm saying? Get to know the Creator. That's all we telling you. Getting to know us is a whole nother thing. Tribing up, come hijack free. Get to know the Creator. That's all you need. And just surf the wave. Because if you ain't going to listen, if you ain't going to hearken into the Creator, to keep the Shabbat, then I will kindle a fire that will never be quenched. After a while, you tell your children, if you ain't gonna listen, you ain't gonna go be quiet in your room. Go be constructive and read a book for a sec. If you ain't gonna do that, then man, I'm a light a fire that will never be quenched. Cause it's get down or lay down. It's get with it or get left off. We surfing the wave and we keeping the fire burning. I appreciate the tribe for all the drop, you know what I mean? And, you know, it's gonna help us a lot take care of the things we need to do to break bread and take care of the overhead and just keep the water flowing and make it, you know, cozy, man. Going going forward. You know what I'm saying? So y'all step in at the perfect time, man, and y'all make it happen, you know, with all your hearts. You know what I'm saying? And we all are just working to free our heart, man, from all the other constraints, and just know that when we put this first, when we put our intentions, you know what I'm saying, clear, and we put them first, you know, that's the tree that's being formed, and that's Drop Nation, and the fruit, you know, is already being shown. So I appreciate y'all for surfing the wave, man. Allow wild to the tribe. Drop Nation. Peace and power.